All right, here we go. Quiet! Roll 'em!
Child's Play is directed by Lars Kleppenberg and stars Audrey Plaza, Gabriel Bateman, Brian Terry Henry, and Mark Hamill as the voice of Chucky. And this, of course, is the remake of the classic 1988 version Child's Play, which a guy transfers his soul into a doll and becomes a serial killer. Well, the serial killer transfers his soul. Everybody knows the whole story. I was excited for this movie because I really liked Child's Play. Like, even though when I was a child and I was really young, that goddamn doll scared the living hell out of me. It was one of the scariest faces when I was small. I could not watch the poster. I couldn't even look at this face. Like, if I saw that face, I would have nightmares. So, like, for the longest time, I avoided the movie. But then I started watching Nightmare on Elm Street, which became one of my favorite horror movies, and I started watching all the classics. So, of course, I had to watch Chucky. And, you know, once you're older, you're not scared anymore of those simple things. And I would say I really like Chucky. I really like the first one, the second one. The third one I also like. It's just when it becomes the seed of Chucky, the bride of Chucky, I've seen those two, and it just becomes ridiculous at that point in those movies. And I haven't seen the one that came out in 2017. I know there was one that came out. But yeah, but the remake I was excited for. I love Mark Hamill. To have him as the voice is like awesome at the same time. I wish the original actor would do it, but having Mark Hamill is a great replacement. And you know, it's a story-wise, it's the same thing. It's just this time it's different. Like this time, Chucky is more adapted to today's world. You know, with phones and Alexa and everything, and connected everything together, which basically makes the Chucky doll a cybernetic god. Like. Literally, like he has like this ET finger. I'm not kidding. Like this part is like lamp, and he just goes like that throughout the movie, and the horrific stuff happens. Now, of course, he does use a knife, but actually, he doesn't use a knife that much. He does use a knife a couple times. But like it's more stuff like different he controlled, you know, with like a chainsaw going off or something like that. He does use the knife a couple times, I know for sure, which was also fun to see. I also really like the other parts, I really liked him connecting Alexa and all the different in the TV and the radio, for him being connected to everything. That I really like that aspect. And Mark Hamill is, of course, he's so good. He's so perfect for voiceover. He's just, Andy, are we having fun yet? If I can be your best friend, no one will. It's like I can't mimic it a bit. It's just awesome, and I love it. I love every step of the way of it. It's really fun. It's really awesome. I really like Mark Hamill. I wish there would be a little bit more of him, of course. I do really like Brian Henry. He was really fun in the movie as the cop. I really like his story arc. Audrey Plaza is good. Like I would say, from acting wise, the performances are good. The kid is sometimes a little on and off for me, but like it's normal. It's a kid actor; they don't always hit it spot on. But like Audrey Plaza gives a good performance. It's just like the story somehow. I see this time they're trying to make it a little bit grander. And because, you know, Chucky can connect to all those different objects, it feels a little bit bigger. And this is what I think kind of the whole concept of the Chucky the Murder Doll kind of falls apart. Because what I really like in the first one, it kind of make a little bit more sense on how this moved, on how, you know, people didn't believe. This is one of the main problems of the movie. You can finish this movie in about, after the first kill. You can pretty much end the movie there. Like it makes zero sense for the movie to continue, because I just sitting there watching like, okay, first of all, you not believing this child that this is a goddamn murder doll makes zero goddamn sense, because it's like, I don't want to spoil too much of the movie, but it's just like, for like I said, Chucky's connected to everything, and everything is sort of being recorded, like. And you know, you use the app for the phone, and stuff is being recorded. So of course everything Chucky sees, you see on the phone. Now I don't want to spoil too much, but like if you get what I'm going with this, it's like you have proof. Why you just don't show it? It's like, you know, and stuff like that happens throughout the movie with the store, and you know. And that will kind of mess us up because it makes zero sense, because this time the child is not like a little kid who's like more innocent, and doesn't know really what's happening. This time it's more like I would say, the kid's supposed to be like 12, 13, or no, maybe 14, 13. I think he's 13 in this movie. So of course he doesn't think like a little child anymore, and it's not that innocent anymore. So for him to go all this trouble, just like, instead of just going basically to the cops, say, hey, yeah, take it. No, it goes on, of course, otherwise the movie would finish. And also, one thing I must also questions, like, I think what's never fairly explained in this version of Chucky is how strong is the doll? Because the doll is made out of, it's a robot, a little toy robot, so it can't be that strong. And this is my the physicality of Chucky is sometimes unclear. Like, there's a scene where Chucky jumps like really high and wants to attack, and I'm just like, how is that possible? Like, I don't ever think that's possible for the little Chucky doll to jump that high, like, and really far. So that was really like surprising for me. And like, just like stuff like that. No, sometimes the kill does make sense. Like, the person can move and it's stuck. It's not like Chucky is now arm wrestling people. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying this version of Chucky is super easy to defeat. Like, yes, it can connect to the different electronic stuff, but like, literally, even in one point of the movie, you have this group of kids take down Chucky, and it's done very easy. So I have like my problems. Like, if you've done it already before and you already know how to beat it, why do they hips and haps and hips, and Chucky tying up people and everything? Like, this is what I like more in the first one, and this is why I think the first one is better. Of course, it's always hard to beat the original one, because of it made more sense on how Chucky was able to be stronger and do all those things, because like you said in the movie, his body, his soul is, he's turning more human in the body he's in. So of course it would make more sense. He's not going to have his normal strength if he's human, but he's going to have some type of strength back. So, for him to be able to tie up people and jump and run and fake a lot of things, that will kind of make sense, because nobody back then, you had no sort of proof on that it was actually real. So everything makes sense. But in this movie, you have all the proof you need. It's very easy to defeat this little. I mean, come on, how strong can like a robot doll this big be? Seriously. And even the reason for that doll being defect, it's kind of like, no, I'm not. That's too much of a spoiler. But I would say it's just the reason why it would happen is just a little, just like. Really? It's like a little, this movie is disappointing. The characters aren't that strong. Brian Henry, I really liked him. The kid is like, it's okay. Aubrey Plaza is fine. Mark Hamill is great. His voice and everything. Like, Mark Hamill was really the best part of the movie, and Brian Henry, because those are two characters that are most likable to watch. And what was really fun, and Mark Hamill's voice is just really so. It's just awesome. I just loved his voice. And so he's like, Andy, are we having fun? Yeah, Mark Hamill was the one who brings the character alive. Now, I'm not saying about that, but it's just some of the stuff that Chucky does in the movie, as the 1988 version, would have been more sense, because since it's not a person transferring his soul into a doll, a lot of the stuff that happens, it would be like, okay, I could see the original Chucky version doing this with the soul in the body, but not this little robot here, basically. You know what you could say. So yeah, overall, I must say the movie is really that. I don't know if they're planning to do more. Like, some of the kills are even just plain dumb and ridiculous. There was one kill, I'm not kidding you. This is no huge spoiler. Like, they're in this mall, and Chucky activates every electronic thing, and then he activates a drone. A drone this big flies in, like, this really just like, boom, cuts through somebody's throat. I was just like, the fuck? You want to tell me a drone this big can slice through your goddamn throat? Flying towards you. You see the motherfucker coming towards you, and you don't duck, move, nothing. You don't grab this. It's a drone. It's like, Oh my god, I'm so sorry, but that was like one of the points of the movie. I was just like, oh my god, seriously, it's a drone. Like seriously, okay. And it wasn't like one of those like highly, you know, expensive drones that are like something. But drones don't have no metal propellers; they're made out of plastic. Or some drones have, maybe some drones have some metal parts or mostly metal. But like there's no drone, no drone in the world can like fly in you and cut your throat. It's just ridiculous at that point. Say and miss, like what I say, like this movie is kind of disappointing. Mark Hamill and Brian Henry once again are the best part of this. I'm going to give this movie a 4 out of 10. Child's Play. It's not the worst remake. I would say it's not a terrible remake. It's just okay, fine-ish. You know, if you want to watch it, you can watch it. If not, not. You know, but it's for you to decide. But yeah, so I want to thanks everybody for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Are we having fun yet?